Good evening, President Turner, Provost Porter, trustees, members of the administration, faculty, staff, graduates, and guests. It is a great pleasure to welcome you to the 2024 commencement exercises at Lasell University. Before we begin the program, please remember to turn off your cell phone ringers and alerts. Please remain standing for the national anthem and the invocation that will be delivered by Lasell Village resident Rabbi Herman J. Bloomberg.
Please be seated. We are blessed with the gift of life. We are blessed with the strength to be here now. We voice a chorus of gratitude. You who have brought your young people to this institution to learn and to grow and to be. Blessed be the eternal source of life and blessings. And to graduates this day, looking back, you are filled with gratitude, profound gratitude for the gifts that have brought you to this moment. For parents and grandparents, siblings and loved ones and friends standing close by with support and encouragement and advice. For professors, mentors, tutors, classmates asking good questions, sharing ideas and skills and wisdom, for believing in you, your capacity to learn and to grow and to change. You voice gratitude for the leaders of Lasell University who accepted you, believed in you, made it possible for you to be here. Gratitude for the gift of mind able to grow, the gift of curiosity to ask, the urge to reach toward your better self. This is a time to experience wonder and awe. The endless flow of love and kindness, of perseverance and strength, of grace and possibility, the sparks of holiness that fill the universe and our space in it. This is the moment to whisper with heads bowed in humility, "Blessed is the eternal source of life. Amen.
Professor DeBuse, Chairman DeRoche, trustees, faculty, staff, other guests and graduates, I add my welcome to you on this glorious, happy day. To you graduates, I also offer congratulations. So you survived the COVID-19 pandemic. In much the same way your forebears experienced a much greater worldwide influenza pandemic, almost exactly 100 years ago. Every generation is marked by events. The COVID-19 pandemic is one of yours and mine. There are many others. As with fighting in the Middle East and elsewhere, we are stressed and challenged every day by our lack of direct control over world matters, with only our strained voices and broken hearts to keep us company. The Kenyans say, there is no place without a double meaning. And that is certainly true on this campus, in this community, and in this world we share. Now, I don't know if the global and personal obstacles you face will make you stronger. They may. I don't know if they will make you wiser. They probably will. I do not know the exact size, shape, essential nature, or global impact of the challenges ahead. However, I am quite confident you will meet them. There is a Ghanaian proverb that goes, knowledge is like a garden. If it is not cultivated, it cannot be harvested. Most of you earned your graduate degree to advance your career or pivot to a new one. What you will do with all you have learned in the classroom, from a reading assignment, from an online post or discussion group, yes, what will you do with it? You sit here with a good deal of knowledge, enough upon which to continue to build a life. New opportunities await you. Consider what valuable events lie ahead of you. Perhaps more impactful may be some relationships. Relatively early in my own post-degree life, I met one of my best friends. He was a bit older than I. And this psychiatrist and psychoanalyst, who sadly passed away a few years ago, used to say something I remember often. Whenever he heard someone refer to someone else as smart, my friend would say, smart for what? He encouraged others around him to think about the use of all the training and knowledge. How do we apply what we know and learned? Drawing people toward purposeful living is a theme many celebrated commentators address as well. A leader in education, John Sylvanus Wilson, who served as a college professor, advisor to a university president, and as a college president himself, likes to quote one of my favorite American humorists, Mark Twain. Mark Twain said, "The two most important days of your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why." Again, the day you were born and the day you find out why. How powerful is that? In spite of Lasell's mission to prepare you for your careers, your degrees, your studies are not just about how to accomplish your life goals. Rather, I hope we have helped you to find out why you must do what you want to do next. You see, we want you to know why. You were put on this earth for a purpose. If you are not sure what that purpose is, give yourself time and look to others who you admire for guidance, who serve as an example for you. For me, that was in part my father. His mission in life was fighting for justice and social and economic equality for all. He did that by getting a little smart. That is, getting his MBA after fighting in World War II. For the rest of his life, he fought for justice and equality, running a small community bank, being an entrepreneur, serving as a local elected official, and volunteering his time and talents to the civil rights movement. My mother admiringly referred to his purpose-driven life as an obsession, a self-imposed mission. Maybe we all could use a little bit of that. Learning is not just so you can know. It is so you can be. Your being has reason. Your being has purpose. And only you, not your family, not your friends, not your faculty, sorry faculty, or anyone else can decide what that is. Oh, they can guide, they can help, but only you know your true purpose. This is what all that hard work, all that exploration, all those interactions with others, faculty, staff, all those team activities, this is what it has all been about, helping you find you. So now go out and be all you can be. And whenever it happens, I want to wish you a happy finding out the why you were born day. Good luck and all the best.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Crystal Porter, and I'm the Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs at Lasell University. Tonight's student speaker, Becca Bell, is a resilient, non-traditional student from Texas who completed her undergraduate degree in business management from the University of North Texas in 2014. In March 2023, she began pursuing a Master of Science in Human Resources at Lasell University, driven by a desire to impact lives and pivot her career. Becca aims to transition into human resources and attend law school to further her commitment to empowerment and advocacy. Please welcome Becca Bell.
Honored guest, esteemed faculty, and my fellow graduates, I want to express my sincere congratulations to each of you on this momentous occasion. Today marks a significant milestone in our lives, one that we have all undoubtedly sacrificed so much for and worked so tirelessly to achieve. As we gather here to celebrate our graduation from Lasell University, I am filled with a sense of pride for the journey that has brought us to this point. As I have stated in every intro post in my time at Lasell, My name is Becca Bell. I am from Texas, where I live with my wife and 2 dogs. In my free time, of which I have none, I enjoy swimming and watching trashy reality TV. As I'm sure it has been for many of you, my journey to this moment has not been linear. Like a roller coaster, it has been filled with many twists, turns, and a few screams of terror along the way. Also, like many of you, I'm a non-traditional student. I had a tough upbringing filled with poverty and uncertainty. Because of this, college was not a realistic option for me immediately following high school. Instead, I had to join the workforce in order to pay for college, so I was not able to enroll until my late 20s. As a first-generation college student, I initially began pursuing higher education because I knew that once acquired, education was something that no one could take away from me. And it would serve as a tool to break free from the cycle of poverty that had plagued my family. However, I completed my bachelor's degree without a clear vision of exactly what I wanted to be when I grew up. As a result, I spent several years exploring various roles, getting comfortable at times, but always searching for that elusive sense of purpose and fulfillment that I had been missing. It wasn't until I encountered a challenging situation at work that I had an epiphany. I realized, as cliche as it sounds, that I wanted to be the change that I want to see in the world, of human resources, that is. At nearly 40 years old, I decided that I want to make a difference, not just in my own career, but also in the lives of others. I want to foster inclusive workplaces, champion diversity, and advocate for employee well-being. I want to help create environments where every voice is heard and valued. I want to nurture talent, cultivate leadership, and empower individuals to reach their full potential, much like my Lasell professors have done for me. So here I am with all of you at the end of our academic journey, ready to embark on the next chapter of our lives. Let us not forget the invaluable lessons we have learned at Lasell, the power of perseverance, the importance of lifelong intellectual exploration, active citizenship, and social responsibility. Let us carry these lessons forward as we navigate the complexities of the professional world and strive to make a meaningful impact. Let us also take a moment to express our gratitude to those who have supported us along this journey, our family, friends, pets, colleagues, mentors, and the dedicated faculty and staff of Lasell University. Their encouragement, patience, personal sacrifices, and unwavering belief in our potential have been instrumental in shaping us into the individuals we are today. In closing, I'd like to share a quote from Theodore Roosevelt that has deeply inspired me. "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short, who at the best, in the end, knows the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly." As we step into the world beyond academia, let us embody this very spirit of tenacity and fortitude. Let us embrace the opportunities that await us with open hearts and open minds. Let us be fearless in our pursuits, bold in our actions, and compassionate in our interactions. Let us be the change makers, the innovators, and the leaders that our world needs. And let us do so with passion, purpose, and unwavering determination. We are Lasell Lasers. Congratulations once again, graduate class of 2024. May you achieve more than you could ever dream. Thank you.
Thank you, Becca. That was great. Massachusetts native Andre Dubus III is a critically acclaimed writer, an in-demand speaker, and a respected educator. The prolific author of a memoir, essays, and short stories, he was a finalist for the National Book Award and has been awarded a Guggenheim Fellowship, the National Magazine Award for Fiction, 2 Pushcart Prizes, and is a recipient of an American Academy of Arts and Letters Award in Literature. His best-selling novel, The House of Sand and Fog, was made into an Academy Award-nominated film. His books have been published in more than 25 languages. Andre Dubus is an uncompromising craftsman who builds stories with focus, skill, determination, and an artist's eye. It is my honor and privilege to welcome to the podium Lasell University's 2024 graduate commencement speaker, Andre Dubus.
Thank you, President Turner, for having me. Hello, everybody. Congratulations on your hard-earned triumph. They said I had 3 hours. I'm going to do this in 9 minutes. So look, this is your day. It's not my day. But in order for me to make the larger point I hope to make with you graduates, and the point being that success and personal growth are not always the same thing, I've got to tell a little bit about my own story, if you don't mind. So maybe like half of you, because that's the general statistic these days, I come from a broken home. My mom and dad are from Louisiana. Every relative I have is from South Louisiana. And when my future 18-year-old mother went to her father, a third-grade educated pipe fitter in South Louisiana, and said she's eloping with this 19-year-old kid from Lafayette, my grandfather said to her, well, there ain't been no damn divorces in this family. And if this don't work out, you ain't coming home. And 9 years and 4 kids later, it did not work out. They split up. And because of what my mom's dad told her, she wasn't going to pack us up in the car that wouldn't get there anyway and go home. So she had no relatives to turn to for help, no parents, no cousins, no siblings. And like too many women, she had to do it her own. My dad was not a deadbeat dad. He paid his child support, but he was not a man of means, and we never had enough. I watched my mom get a degree in nursing. No, not a degree in nursing. She worked as a nurse's aide and a waitress and got a degree in social services. And I watched this woman growing up. We're either going to pay the rent on time or we're going to have heat. We're going to have heat, but the rent's going to be late again. On and on. And because we were broke, we moved 2 to 3 times a year for cheaper rent. Where I live now, the house I was able to build with my brother is the 25th place I've lived. And I was a little kid who wore glasses and used adverbs in daily speech, so guess what happened to me? I got beat up all the time. And I did not face gun violence, not 30, 40, 50 years ago. But it was scary. I was scared every day, and I was full of self-hatred. And I was full of self-hatred because I was a physical coward. And if you know violence, and I pray you don't, there are about 3 things you do in the face of it. You either fight, or you flee, or you freeze. I was the kid who froze, and it took years to figure out why. I froze because I was still trying to rationalize, why is he being mean to me? I wasn't mean to him. I was trying to figure out why is he punching me in the face? And I think it's a sad day when we stop asking why, and maybe that's when we really lose our innocence. When we stop asking why to brutality and injustice and cruelty, and we just accept that it's part of what we put up with. What changed me was my only brother, a very small 12-year-old, when I was 13, was beaten up by a grown man, and I couldn't protect him. And I snapped, and I changed my life. I began to do push-ups, sit-ups. I began to box. I became a fighter. Please understand, I hate violence. It is our most colossal failure as human beings. It only causes more violence. But I became a victimizer of victimizers. I hated bullies. I especially hated any man who would hit a woman, and I go after that man. I got a lot of social rewards for this, especially from the local police who loved me because I was wailing on guys they wanted to but couldn't without losing their badges. But we all have this beautiful little voice called intuition. Everybody gets it. And I urge you to nurture that part of you all your lives. I forget if it's a Greek or Latin root, but do you know what the root of the word intuition is? It means to watch over or to guard. I could not believe that I'd changed my life and I was nobody's victim anymore, but I knew I was on a really dark road, you guys. I was going to get killed doing this, but maybe worse than that, I might kill somebody. Me, who hated violence, who hated cruelty, I might become a murderer. So as a way to control my violence, I started to box. Well, I'm good at this. It'll just be my sport. And one night, and I can only, I don't have a relationship with a God who knows my name, but I do believe in the divine. I do believe there's something larger than all of us in and around us at all time, around the world, and maybe it's just love. I was training for the Golden Gloves down in Lynn. I was in Lynn training for the gloves down Lowell. And something made me sit down in a chair, grab a piece of paper and a pencil, and I started to write a scene from the point of view of a girl with her boyfriend. And I don't know where this came from. And when I finished writing it, I took a sip of my tea. It had just been boiling 5 minutes ago, but now it's almost cold. I thought I'd been writing for 5 minutes. It must have been over an hour. And you guys, for the first time in my life, I felt like Andre. Oh, here you are. Here you are. I'm not saying that I wanted to be a writer that night, but I knew that if I wanted to keep being me, I was going to keep writing sentences on pieces of paper. All these years later, it's what I'm known for. I'm this successful author who writes and publishes books and all that wonderful stuff. But it's not why I did it, and it's not why I continue to do it. The writer Thomas Williams was asked, "Why do you write?" He says, "Oh, that's easy. I write so that I don't die before I'm dead." The mythologist Joseph Campbell spent 50 years studying cultures around the world. He was a very wise man about people. And he was asked in a famous interview, "Mr. Campbell, what's the point? What is it we're all looking for in life? Is it meaning?" He said, "Well, meaning's good, but that's not the main thing we're looking for." And the journalist said, "Well, what are we looking for?" He said, "Well, after you get your basic needs met, which we know around the world most of us don't get met, which is food, shelter, clothing, and a safe place, we want to feel more alive right now." He said, "Well, how do you do that?" "Well, you've got to follow your bliss." Well, what's that? "If you want to feel the rapture of living," Campbell said, "you must find that thing or those things that when you do them, you are more you than when you do not. Do that, and you'll be finding your road in your life." The challenge with that is if you're lucky enough to have found that, successes are really sweet, but the failures hurt so much more because it means so much to you. If you remember nothing I'm sharing with you right now, please remember this, everybody. Do not fear failure. Failure's your friend. My first 3 books took me 18 years to publish. They went to 93 publishers before they found the 3 who said yes. 90, no thank you. 3, okay, we'll publish you. And for those 3 books, I had to write 7 more to get those 3. Success is nothing but failure, and it's a good thing. Make friends with it. I want to end with a thought about authenticity and living the authentic life. It runs the risk of sounding self-involved. Oh, that's nice, you're living your authentic life, good for you. But the truth is, if you're living the life that fulfills you every day just getting out of bed, you don't walk through the world with bitterness and resentment and disappointment. You walk through the world with gratitude and daily joy, and you feel compelled to give it to others too. It sparks generosity. I want to end with the words of the wonderful theologian and important civil rights activist Howard Thurman. He said, "Do not ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive and go do it. because what the world needs is people who have come alive. Thank you all, and congratulations on your triumph.
Andre, would you join us again here at the podium? And I'm going to ask Chairman DeRoche to join us also. First of all, thank you for those wonderful words, those authentic words. Very much appreciated. Andre Debuse, you are a natural storyteller who writes compelling and powerful tales. You launched your career with a short story at age 23 and never looked back. Your critically acclaimed novel, House of Sand and Fog, a #1 New York Times bestseller and finalist for the National Book Award, was adapted for an Academy Award-nominated film. Your haunting memoir, Townie, was an unflinching look back at your early struggles, overwhelming challenges that would have left others shattered. Yet you chose art over adversity, family over isolation, producing powerful books, essays, and stories. An educator at heart, you have taught writing to countless students at Harvard University, Tufts University, Emerson College, and at the University of Massachusetts Lowell, where you are a full-time faculty member. You are an unflinching chronicler with a unique voice who has contributed to the arc of American literature. In recognition of your many contributions, the Board of Trustees of Lasell University confers upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
It's that time. All right. Will the candidates for our bachelor's degree please stand? And will the candidates for our master's degree please stand? Chairman DeRoche, on behalf of the esteemed faculty, I present to you the members of the graduating class of 2024.
You have completed your classroom work and have been judged by the faculty worthy of receiving the degrees conferred by this university. Now, by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of Lasell University and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I admit you to the master's degree and to grant and confer upon you all the rights, the privileges, the honors, and the dignities pertaining to that degree. Congratulations.
Bachelor's completion degrees, Vamalatu Damba Joseph. Michelle Karen Hubbard. Master of Business Administration, Christina Alejandre. Sir Mari David August. Morgan Brittany Austin. Anthony Berry. Stephen Robert Ceccherini. Michelle Eileen Donnelly. Andromedes Fernandez Borges. Mohammed Zakir Hossan. Rosalinda Lagos. Fun Yi Lau. Conchetta Grace Nicoloro. Martine Fabiola Pierre-Louis. Jancy Soto. Caroline John St. Croix. Gabrielle Viso. Rel Jenny Walmark. Master of Education, Curriculum, Leadership, and Inclusion. Betsy Robinson Burt. Catherine Elise Davy. Shai Gazazada. Shia. Master of Education, Moderate Disabilities, Brianna Patricia Barrett. Joanne Elizabeth Barocas. Bridget Frances Byrne. Jenna Rose Grasso. Ekta Marocha. Yes? Kayla Mackenzie Monahan. Lucine Cassidy Painshaw. Hannah Marie Paula. Donnell Stout. Master of Science in Applied Sports Science Analytics, Brooke Melanie Dambois. Brianna Lakin Gendreau. Gabriana Elizabeth Matthews. Amber Danielle Miller. Master of Science in Athletic Training, Joshua Fisher Isaac. Harris Jawad. Langevin Abigail. Master of Science in Communication, Andrea Arango Velada. Sophia Riley Harrington. Sabrina Mac LeBlanc. Kimberly Rafaro Maroa. Abdul Noor. Cynthia G. Rincon Siller. Nicholas Stephen Blessed Rosenblum. Master of Science in Criminal Justice, John F. Alves. Mia Fildago Andrade. Soraya Kanarki Brown. Luciana Serrano Arusso. Massimo Carlo Cugno. Claude Nathaniel DeFay. James Thomas Gorman. Brooke Emily Greenfield. Mackenzie Catherine Lennon. Raymond Liang. Jose Antonio Palomino, Jr. James Michael Sullivan Benicia. Kayla Thomas. Samantha Thompson. Master of Science in Human Resources. Becca Elizabeth Bell. Brianna Hoffman. Esperance Romilly Nusi Tucum. Monica Quintero Munez. Taylor Michelle Tavares. Master of Science in Integrated Marketing Communication, Jocelyn Estefania Varela Villanueva. Master of Science in Marketing, Faith Ray Costa. Christina Dorothy Ferrari Barrett. Alexandra Grace Hoffman. Markella Christina Lazos. Jacqueline Minassian. Elizabeth Minassian. Olivia Eleanor Timbone. Master of Science in Nutrition for Human Performance, Zachary Isaiah Scott. Isaiah. Master of Science in Rehabilitation Science, Isabella R. Fernandez. Jared Paul Ford. Alexis Zaka Suryavan. Master of Science in Sport Management, Ethan Bernardo. Raymond Overton Bruno. Ashley Marie Di Battista. Carrie Lynn Francis. Bray LaMontagne. Thomas Michael Mazulis, Jr. Patrick Mulhern. Daniel Takle Tazil. Master of Science in Medical Science, Lihi Kadosh. Catherine Lopez Tapia. I Satu Monti.
So graduates, if you would remain standing for just a moment. And what we would like you to do is to turn around and face your family and friends and give them a hand. You give them a hand. And that's to thank them for everything they did for you to get to this point. Please have a seat. Thank you.
And I actually will need to invite our bachelor candidates to please stand. And you will need to move your tassels from right to left. And if I can now have all the graduates please stand. You have shown remarkable dedication and resilience in your academic journeys. It is now my privilege to recognize and celebrate all of you. You've reached a significant milestone. Congratulations and well-deserved success. You may be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce Sally Jean Baptiste, class of 2012, president of the Lasell Alumni Incorporation.
Good evening, everyone. I am lucky to be among the first to welcome the graduates of 2024 into the Lasell alumni community. Everyone here had made the choice to further their education in hopes to expand and improve their opportunities, careers, life, or maybe just for fun. And now you are here. And it may seem that this part of your journey has ended, but it has just expanded, because you will always be a laser. You are a part of a network of lasers who recognize the value of a Lasell education has given them and want to share that wherever you go. What I ask is to keep Lasell in your thoughts and to come back and share what you have gained and experienced out in the world. Congratulations and welcome to the Lasell alumni community.
On behalf of all in Lasell University, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to each of you as you complete this chapter of your academic journey. From the moment you joined the Lasell community, you entrusted us not only with your education, but with your aspiration and dreams. You committed to a path of growth and excellence. Today, we see the fruits of your dedication, a testament to your hard work. As you step into new beginnings, equipped with your degrees and a wealth of experiences, know that you are well prepared. We are incredibly proud of your accomplishments, and we're excited to see where your talents are going to take you. May you carry forward our mission and pride with passion. This concludes the 170th commencement in the long and rich history of this vibrant academic institution. I ask that you all remain seated until the platform guests and graduates have recessed. Please join us for the graduate reception in the Athletic Center immediately following the ceremony. Please stand at this moment for the singing of our alma mater and the delivery of our words of hope.
Firmly bound by bonds unbroken, love for all Lasell. Take we now our pledge outspoken, ere to guard her well.
This is the time to lift your gaze with unbounded hope at what can be. This is the moment to imagine distant vistas, newfound friendships and love, reasons to be proud, confident, applauded. This is a moment to imagine what tomorrow can be. Imagine the fruit of years of study, the sweet savor of a problem solved, of success, the joy of a goal realized. Imagine your sense of wonder at how far you have traveled life's journey. This is a time to lift your gaze beyond self-concern and see something broken in the world around you, an act of injustice, an ignorant word, a hungry child, a lonely soul. Which one or two or a myriad of the brokenness is your obligation to cry over, is in your future to repair? This is a time to lift your soul in hope that you and you and you and you can leave this world one measure more calmly, kinder, more just and peaceful than you have found it. Blessed is the source of ever-present hope implanted in us. So may it be. Amen. Amen. Congratulations to all.